Hey guys, welcome back. Mike here. Welcome to another episode of Mike's RC Corner. Running out the collection series, and we're at the track. We did a series of videos, all in one shooting on this great afternoon. It's hot and sunny. It's probably like 30 degrees. Purest form of RC racing, two-wheel drive buggy. All started with the RC10 way back in the day, probably late 70s, early 80s in that time period. This is the Losi 22 buggy. 22B, it's a great RC in my collection. I loved racing it back in the day. I get it out every now and then. It's got a total race setup, great setup, brushless. Let's get this guy on the track and I'll give you a little rundown of my thoughts and how it's been holding up over the years. Alright, let's get there. Okay guys, here we go. I got this on my #1 racing radio, the Spectrum DX3C. This thing is capable of holding 30 models, by the way. It's a good racing radio on a budget. Back in the day, this probably cost about $130. They have a newer one since then. Let's see, let's change the direction here. And we got the Losi 22 buggy. This thing can steer like crazy. It can drive like crazy. No reverse on it. Reverse is disabled. I got a Castle system ESC in it and a Losi motor. I believe I have a 8.5 turn in it. I've dialed it down somewhat, but it's a great setup for this car. It's a real nice smooth throttle censored system, of course, and this thing drives awesome. Now, I'm not the world's greatest two-wheel drive buggy driver. If I come out to a club racing night, I can get this into the A main likely. It depends how many people are out and how many good drivers are out there, but in my current driving condition state of not driving much lately, through the heats, I might be able to get this guy in because it's just a dialed setup for this track. Gotta watch out for the protector, and my son's out here with me. If not, I've probably hit early B main. I don't know how popular two-wheel drive buggy is. It was making a comeback huge like 4 years ago when I was really still club racing a lot. And in other areas, especially if you head to Toronto, it's probably bigger even there at the bigger tracks out that way. But runs great, no issues whatsoever, just a fun buggy. Of course, you can get the newer models. This is the original. I'm sure they're up to at least 3 or 4.0, probably 4, maybe 5's coming out soon. They make small modifications. This one has rear motor mount. I'm sure the new ones, everyone's driving mid-motor nowadays. That's the rage. A shorty pack. So I don't have a shorty pack in this. I have a standard driving hard pack. So my setup might affect me a little bit compared to what's new out there. What if some people got the newer stuff? Theirs might handle a little bit better. But overall, you might just have to trust on the driving skill to bring this home into the A main. That's for sure. You might not even notice it hardly makes a noise. Just nice and quiet. In the two-wheel drive buggies race, it's just a nice little buzz, just a nice little whisper of stuff running, compared to what some of those four-wheel short course trucks or the four-wheel buggies are. Pounding away, starting, stopping, and hammering throttle. It's like racing on steroids. Here, you gotta baby it around. You gotta watch that back end. You don't want it kicking out on you. You want to brake proper, point and shoot, get on that throttle. Very important to have a nice censored system, so you have a nice, easy roll-on throttle, especially on this loamy stuff that's out here on this kind of track. I'm sure there's many people that have indoor tracks that are watered clay and high bite, high traction. You would need a different setup, but for out here, it's easy to get the back end kicking out and fishtailing. So you gotta be on your P's and Q's and get this thing around the track, but it's a lot of fun, and that's why they say it's the purest form of racing. So guys, we're gonna end the video here. Enough of me blah blah blabbing. Little man's looking forward. We're gonna go hit the beach just down there, Lake Ontario, behind those trees. It's pretty darn cool. It's pretty hot. We're looking to get a cold drink to cool us down. So we're going to end it here, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Take care. Peace out. See you on the next one. All right. Talk to you later.